keep looking to my right because I'm so used to looking at my notepad, but like I have it set it now where it's like on the screen. And then the TikTok is like right here, and then like Geeked Out is right there. So shit's a little different. I'm still getting used to it. And these sunglasses, and these lights, this whole production over here. Ow!
Flashing lights.
Look, you gotta do what you gotta do. All right. So, did you? All right. Let's get into it real quick. What do you think about the list that I sent you of Sexy Red's lips gloss?
So I knew about Sexy Red's lip gloss for a minute, and I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. When I first heard, I was like, "This bitch, wow, bro!" Like, listen, motherfuckers is gonna buy it. So
I mean,
I mean, I can't say the niggas is gonna buy it.
I mean that's true. That's true. That's true.
But I'm not gonna lie to you. If I was out on a date and I'm like, oh shit, that's a nice color. What is that? She's like, oh, that's gonorrhea yellow. I'm gonna be like, oh, okay. So I'm gonna go because that shit sounds disgusting.
Got them right there, homie. That's that yellow discharge. That's that booty hole brown.
I'm good. I'm good on that. Look, I just you know what I'm like to keep it a buck. Like I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like for me personally, if I go out on a date with any young lady, I'm gonna assume that she's not buying makeup called booty hole brown. And even if she is, she ain't gonna tell me the name of it while we're out on a date. You know what I'm saying? Like I need you to have a little bit more polish to yourself. For me personally,
Mm.
I can't speak for nobody and I can't judge nobody. But for me, that's one of the things. Like if I go out with you and you say anything too reckless, I'm gonna be like, nah, I'm good. Thank you though.
Mm. Wait, turn your mic on. There it is.
All right, just did.
Let me see. Can you still hear me on TikTok?
I turned my speaker down so it doesn't.
Oh. Wait, turn your speaker up.
Yes, sir. You know what? I think might work a little better.
Doot,
Hold on.
doot, doot.
Where's my way out there? That. Leave that bitch downstairs.
Mm.
Yep, absolutely left that motherfucker downstairs. Oh well,
Yeah. Wait, turn yours up real quick.
it's up.
Can you hear me on TikTok?
Yes, I can.
Wait, let me see something. Can you hear me on TikTok now?
Yes,
Oh, okay. Then I turn mine down. All right, there we go. Bet.
but yeah, I mean, listen, people gonna buy it. So I mean, at the end of the day, I can't necessarily say that it's off. I mean, I guess the major sign would be necessarily how much of it she sells, because I remember seeing one of the colors like there was this red, and I was like, oh, that's not too bad.
No, the colors are actually pretty. It's just like the
Yeah, the colors aren't bad. It's the names.
remind me of maybe like the little Kim style or whatever, but they're not bad or whatever. I'm just like, damn, these names: blue balls, dish, yellow discharge, booty hole brown, coochie juice, and it's just like,
See, See, let's call a spade a spade. Homegirl her platform basically is shock value, shock and awe. I'm gonna say some wild shit. I'm gonna do some wild shit. Her and Sukihana, that's been they platform for a minute now. So I can't be surprised when she puts some shit out like that. But then if you happen to look at the sales between her and let's say Fenty, for example,
mm,
if motherfuckers is like I'm buying Fenty because the shit sounds proper, you know what I'm saying? Like who wants to go into a store and be like, yo, let me get some of that booty hole brown?
nah. I feel like that's the shit that they sell at Target though, or at Walmart probably. Yeah, probably
And
at
and
Walmart.
and let's be perfectly honest, it's most likely gonna get stolen than it is paid for anyway.
Yeah, most likely. I feel like you got to buy that shit by the pack. I don't think you can buy that individually. That's kind of
Listen,
like it.
there are boosters that'll steal you an entire outfit with shoes included. Trust me, they want some makeup, they gonna get that makeup.
I mean, I've seen niggas do it before. Yeah. Ugh. All right, that's enough of that. So wait, I'm not sure. Are you familiar with who like Jussie Smollett is?
I am. His sister is fine as hell.
Yeah, because they got sisters and the brothers. Like they used to have a TV show back in the day or whatever.
Funny enough, I knew who they were separately,
Hmm.
but didn't put together that they were related.
Yeah. Well, most people don't remember their TV show. I think their TV show like lasted maybe like 1 or 2 seasons or something like that. It was a family TV show.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It was very brief. It wasn't like a. It was like it was like along the lines of, I'm not sure if you remember, but like Parenthood back in the day.
Yeah.
It was like along the lines of that, just a bunch of light skinned people.
So so I mean, if you want to think about it, he had two times he had an acting career that was cut short. He going for number three now, from what I understand.
I mean, at the end of the day, this is he did make a good point or whatever. He was just like he said the same thing from day one, and he's still saying it since this time, or whatever. 'Cause at first I was like, "Yo, that's messed up." Then I was just like, "Oh, he did it." Then like now I was like, "Oh, yo, that's messed up, whatever." And like he did make it because I heard him on the radio this morning because he's actually promoting a new movie with Mona Scott, which I didn't know he.
Hold on,
Good.
hold on. Here's what I'm gonna say before we even get into that.
Hmm?
I'm not gonna lie. I know some of the situation, but I'm fairly positive you know more than me.
I'll tell you more.
And I don't, yeah, and I don't know if all the viewers kind of fully like understand what's going on. So give some backstory if you don't mind.
Yeah. No. I was gonna get into that, but damn.
My bad.
I was just like, no. So back, like he's doing a he's doing a new movie now with with Mona Scott or whatever. I forgot the name of the movie, but it's like coming out later this year or early next year or something like that or whatever. But like most of his situation was he was on Empire at the time of all this happened, and he it was like a hate crime that he got jumped, and then it got allegedly that he paid these people to become like they were it like literally came out or whatever that he paid these people. So it was all before all that happened, before he found out these evidence that he paid these people or whatever. It was kind of put on the Chicago Police Department or something like that along those lines, allegedly, and they had to like pay him all this money or something allegedly, or like it was just like they had to apologize, whatever. Then like more evidence came out. Then it got flipped around or whatever. But he said the same thing. He said he's been saying the same thing the whole time, or whatever. Just other people say that he say different things, which I can see how that can get lost in communication or whatever. Since then he has lost other gigs and other jobs and stuff like that or whatever. And like I mean, like he said this morning on the morning show, he was like, I mean, this is kind of how I make my money or whatever. So like, I got to go back. I had to get back into whatever, even with this pending case that's coming on, that's happening right now too. But yeah, no. So those are what happened. Like he got jumped allegedly because he was gay, and then it was like he kind of got made out to cry wolf. And then now we're at the back and forth story part of it. Like now it's like, oh well, he has more evidence. Oh, now they have more evidence. Now and he also did some time for this as well too. But he got out.
All right, right quick. The movie was called it's called The Last Holiday, two L's. Um, and yeah, see, again, I was fairly aware of the situation. Not gonna lie to you, I kind of stopped paying attention to it fairly quickly.
After Empire went
But
off, I kind of stopped paying attention to it too.
I mean, but the whole thing is, and so let me ask a quick question, real quick. And if the follow up question that I'm thinking is gonna come behind it, I do apologize. Do not come for me, and if you do, I don't care. But how many people? So be perfectly. So did you believe he said what happens when it happened? Like when people started saying, "Oh, he's full of shit," did you find it easier to believe them? Was it like, yeah, I kind of could have seen that? Like out of curiosity.
I was on his side at first, and then I was just like, when they came out with more evidence or whatever, I'm all about supporting facts. So if you have the facts behind it, whatever, like it's more believable. Like you have the science to back it up, whatever, it's more believable. And then like now, I am kind of sort of back on his side because I am a fan of his. Like he can sing, he's a triple debt, he's a triple threat. Like he can sing, dance, act, and all that stuff like that, whatever. Act his ass off or whatever, and like he killed it on Empire. I ain't gonna lie, but I might be a little biased on that. But he definitely like I don't. Mm-mm.
Let's go ahead here and talk about. I mean, let's go. Let's be perfectly honest. Did look, listen, we could sit down and say we believe whatever we want or not. At the end of the day, they're the only people that really knows what happened is people that was there. So we could all be wrong, we could all be right. Who knows?
Uh,
Though I will say this. I will say this. Did he deserve to lose his career over it? I don't think so.
Nah, not over.
Because let's be perfectly honest. We have seen a lot of other actors and actresses keep keep and if not get bigger roles even after they've done some very questionable shit to say the least.
Yeah,
I mean, a lot of like for example, Iron Man got a record. People know that Robert Downey Jr. got it. He does. Robert Downey Jr. got a record. There's a couple of famous, like a real famous people that had got like a hefty record, and it's completely just "Oh, I guess when it's fine, we'll still hire them." So I mean, I'm not sitting down saying that what like I said, if anything, I'm not saying he wasn't wrong or right or whatever the case may be. I'm just saying that
I think
it should have been.
he shouldn't have lose his career over all this stuff, whatever. And I think he should be like allowed to continue to work and make his money. I mean, this is how he make his living. I
I mean,
you work for UPS all day or whatever. Like, oh damn, you did something fucked up, whatever. Oh, but you did like just because you did one bad thing, whatever. Like, I can't go back and go to work tomorrow. Like, I'm not supposed to go back and make my money. Shit.
I mean, but I mean, at the end of the day, it is the court of public opinion, and no, and most studios are gonna say, hey, you know what? Rather than take a risk on this person, whether they're right or wrong, we just gonna drop them. Johnny Depp had the same situation. That man lost a
Majors still.
they right. They lost some major offers, only to come find out they weren't wrong for what they were being accused of.
Uh,
Notice I had to phrase my wording very carefully on that one. They weren't found guilty of what they were accused for.
yeah, I was like, you got to be a little bit more factual because we live on TikTok.
Uh,
And make sure we throw that allegedly word out there as well too, because all of this is allegedly. Okay, TikTok, because y'all ain't gonna be coming from with them restrictions. Oh man. Well, speaking of that, so like,
I don't know if I'm gonna go see his movie, but
no, it's coming out on Netflix. I thought it was coming out on Netflix now. Now, don't be fucking with me.
I'm, I, I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna go to Netflix to go see his movie, but
I mean, if it's on Netflix, whatever, I'm added to my list or whatever. But like, I'm not going. It's cold and flu season. Ain't nobody trying. It's COVID season. Ain't nobody trying to be going back out the house no more. Like, this is my hibernation season. Like, I like this. I don't even like to travel this time of the year.
during the winters, I put one in somebody's daughter, so
I
I'm
mean,
gonna stay away.
it's cuffing season. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, but the problem is my winter cuffs end up turning into goddamn 18 years of fucking headache.
Yeah, couple winters.
So I'm good. Yeah, I keep that shit.
Oh man, so what you think about Cardi B and Offset? Like
I don't give a shit about them, but
the internet though, and her dropping these receipts and truth.
bro, bro. So here's my thing, right? Hear me out.
Time, I think it's for real this time. We've been through every time they like every time they about to leave, she pop up pregnant. He like, damn, I got her back. I'm like,
I mean, let's call it spade a spade. I'm gonna say a few things that people are gonna be like, I was fucked up, but whatever. Um, how do I want to put
So,
this?
did you see the live last night?
I seen a few videos of it.
Okay.
I didn't watch the whole thing.
Hmm.
I have better things to do with my time, honestly, than mess with. Point being,
Hang out
look,
on TMZ.
listen. Cardi B was the example of when someone shows you who they are, you believe them, and just not doing that.
Hmm.
So it's kind of like, am I surprised? No, not even a little bit. I mean, do I wish better for her? Absolutely. But
I think she about to
am I surprised?
new album about to pop off.
And let's be perfectly honest, this could all be publicity.
Nah, I think she the way how she was speaking out on that live last night. I think this is like she coming like when you say when I tell people like you keep poking the bear like eventually that bear gonna get angry and I think exactly because she wasn't because using her previous lives or whatever when you in a relationship and somebody like you like that person you love that person so much your voice start to crack when you try to prove a point or whatever because you about to start crying. It was none of that. This was all straight. She was all fucking New York here. She was not here for that shit. She
I'm gonna
was
tell you something.
like, I got receipts. She was like, I got this. She was like, you gonna stop me from you want to come up here and take my shit, nigga? She's like, nah.
Listen, listen. Let me be perfectly honest with you.
Mhm.
I grew up in Brooklyn, New York, and I've experienced that same shit live in person with two women standing looking at me in the face, and I'm here like,
Mhm.
and you know what ended up happening?
Mhm.
I still ended up sleeping with both of them about a week later. It doesn't matter. It don't matter. She could act all the fuck she wants to.
Nah,
If she's gonna go back, she gonna go back. I'm not saying that she's acting. I'm not saying she's not for real. But it's kind of one of the things where I'm like, you know what? If they break up, I could see it. But then if it happens, if she goes back, it's kind of like, yeah, I get that too. Because
I mean, like, I
at the end,
goes back. I ain't gonna fault her for it, or whatever. But I think she, like, she been out here apartment hunting. She's been posting the pictures, looking at houses, getting these bags popping up on other she remixed and remixed. I was just like, God damn. And she,
yeah. But I mean, you can't.
hmm,
But I mean, you can't tell me you don't have at least one friend that complains about that ain't shit nigga or that ain't shit bitch, and
I don't
they
know.
done this time. Like I got people that got their windows busted by some psycho chick, and they like, yeah, I'm done this time. 2 weeks later, yeah, man, I'm over here at Keisha's. I'm like, nigga, you wild, bro.
But like I've been where she is, whatever, and then you just get to a point where when you done, you just done. I mean,
Yes, but
and I had been where it's like, nope. I'm just like, this is the last straw for me. Like, I'm tapping out. Like, I ain't, nope. You ain't coming back no more. Like, I ain't coming back no more. Nope. This is it. I have been there before. And I mean, I'm not saying like, I get it. Like, that's your baby daddy. So like, or your baby mamas or whatever. Like, you gonna come back. You gonna like make laps around. I get that. I understand that or whatever. But like, nah. Like, I try not to circle the block. Is
yeah,
like this.
and that's an extremely fair ask. It's fair. I will, however, say that at the end of the day, just because they may not be fucking publicly, don't mean they ain't fucking privately.
I mean, true.
I'm just saying, like, they might be over with, but she might be like, yo, you know what? I want some dick. Come through.
I get that too because it's familiar. So I mean, you ain't got time to be out here catching stuff, whatever. Like go what you know. Let's bust this off real quick, and then we go our separate ways. Like no, like you don't need to get undressed. You ain't need to do all that or whatever. We both just need 5 minutes of each other's time, maybe 10, 15, depending on the day, an hour if you got it. But I'm just like nah, like
Well,
all right.
I'm just saying, if she ends up fucking with him tomorrow, I'm just gonna be like, yeah, it is what it is. I mean,
Yeah, get it, girl. Go ahead, get you, but that's ain't no
right,
you.
right.
Shit, go ahead and get you. I mean, nigga, that you got 3 kids. Come on now. I know y'all was just playing. Like shit. I mean, I've been there before too. Like, come on, man. Let's stop playing. Yeah, nigga, I got 3 kids. We got 3 kids. Come on. Well, he got.
Goddamn right, we got 3 kids. If you get with me and I got 3 kids and you got 3 kids, nigga, we got 6 kids.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm
We
just saying.
sounds together. That's what we need to do.
Hey, listen, I can identify for as whatever I want to, and I identify us as we. This is our kids.
Here's that shit again. Us.
Hey, hey.
Register as him, he, me, myself, and I. Those are who I go by.
You gonna be mad as hell when you get a letter in the mail or a bill that says we on that bitch. You're gonna be like, fuck is we? We speaking French, goddamn right we is.
French.
You gonna learn today.
Shit. You know who else is gonna learn today? Quavo. He got to pay somebody 700K for like smacking somebody up, whooping somebody's ass or whatever, all allegedly back in 2018. I was just like,
Was he famous then?
say what?
Was he? I can't remember if he was like.
He was Migos.
They were all right. They were kind of famous.
No, they was famous. They was famous before that. A little bit before that. I'll give them
Okay.
2004. No, I'll give them like what 2016 maybe.
Okay.
I'll give them 2016. Maybe not a full album, but they had a couple EPs out. Maybe like maybe they were internet famous or something. I don't know. Because I
Listen,
know one of them was in school.
yeah, the one that died, I believe.
He also
Was it Offset? Their names always like I always confused with their name.
Because somebody's an uncle and then somebody's a cousin.
Yeah, there's let me see. There's Quavo, Offset, and I'm trying to remember all three. I can't remember all three of their names.
That's three. Quavo,
No,
Offset. Oh, sorry. Um, damn.
right,
Having a brain fart real quick. I'm doing too much stuff. Quavo,
right.
Offset. Why is it so? Why is it? Why are we having a brain fart right now?
Shit, bro. I don't know, man. Let me see.
Quavo,
Quick,
Offset.
take off,
Take.
take off,
Yes. Oh God.
and take off is the one that ended up passing.
Okay, yeah. All right. So we got to get those right.
Jesus, man.
Doing TikTok and stuff.
Man, I think you so high, you rubbing off on me. I'm forgetting shit.
Just drinking today. Nothing else. uh,
But no, I feel like if he got to pay that, that's on him, bro. Because I mean, at some point you got to start really thinking about this, bro. I got money now. Niggas is going to do whatever they can to get some of that.
mm,
Like, you think I won't let Ti slap the shit out of me just so I can get half of what he owns? I don't give a listen. My pride ain't that high.
yeah, you heard about Ti today? Like they got a 7,100 million dollar. They won a lawsuit. So big ups to them down there in Atlanta. Shit. So Ti is adding on top of more of what he already has. Ti and Tiny. They won their lawsuit today. I forgot what it was about. We'll talk about that a different day. But they didn't have that part lined up. But anyway, all right. So let's go ahead and get into it. You wasn't here last episode when we got into a couple questions. I do have them written down, so I might refer back to it because I would like to get your controversial opinion on some things.
Wow, why you got to assume I'm going to be controversial?
It is what it is.
What are you trying to? I don't think I like what you're trying to say. I think you promoting me as the wrong person to your audience and shit. They know me better. I hope they know me better than that. I got some kind of manners.
All right. So let's get weird. Big headlines today or whatever. Like Biggie wanted. I mean, not Biggie. Oh shit, Puffy. I was singing a lot of Biggie today. I was
I
actually
don't. I'm not.
Biggie trivia today too.
I don't appreciate you trying to come at me just now with that big headlines. I know my head big, nigga. God damn.
Not I was saying Biggie the rapper, notorious. No, Diddy wants to testify in his own criminal charges. That's
Hmm.
big headline this week. Every day there is something new, but I don't. Some people talking about he's not gonna make it or it's dangerous. Like maybe he shouldn't do it. But I'm just like But like his lawyer was speaking on his behalf today, talking about like trying to prove his point. Like he believes that he can stand up for himself and he wants to speak his own stories and all those things like that. And I'm just like, bruh, the videotape. Are you forgetting the videotape? How do you think you're going to like stand up against that? Like she just deserved it.
I,
I'm just saying, like I don't
so hear me out.
okay.
Hear me out.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine if that's what he did say? She deserved it. When I asked her why, she said Mace could rap better than me. Like, what if that was the excuse? Like, how would you respond to that though? What if he said some ridiculous shit like,
I mean,
you know,
so all this is allegedly here. I mean, for one, she wouldn't be lying. I mean,
listen,
do you
is
know?
he locked up now? You talking all that shit because he locked up. He can't come in and
We know more so Diddy. We know Diddy more as a businessman than we knew as a damn music mogul. I mean, he was just ad libs on everybody's songs.
he definitely would. In fact, we used to call him Mr. Cameo.
Yeah, I mean, he did cameos. He has like a couple full albums with guests on it, but like or maybe a full song or album or something like that. And one of those is not even his damn song. He's just ad libbing on that every step out, every step. Never mind, we're not gonna sing that song. I can't sing that on what you call. But yeah,
So so here's the thing. here's the thing, and I want y'all to really think about this. A lot of the times, especially in federal cases, right?
Hmm.
They will go for the easy win, but the bigger case always looks better, right? So, say Puff is like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and testify because I want a hearing. Up to until that hearing comes, he has a certain amount of time to receive plea offers and stuff like that, to kind of make it go away. What if while he's waiting, when he get their reach out, he says, "Hey, listen, I got a couple of names that y'all might want to look into."
Here we go with the snitching. You know, snitches get stitches, and
And
is in the
and
stitches.
right, and if he provides bigger names, people that they've been really wanting, that shit might be made from something big into something that just really don't go nowhere.
I don't think
Like and again,
to a positive.
allegedly,
Yeah,
allegedly,
I don't think he's gonna turn this negative into a positive, man.
it's not no, no, it's not about turning negative into a positive. It's by giving them a bigger fish. They will always let this. They will always be like, you know what? I'm gonna let you. I'm not. Well, we can't let you go because of the public eye, but we're gonna give you a very very minimal sentences, or we're gonna give you a decent sentence in a super nice place.
What's more bigger than him? I mean, like, damn, he done shocked us all these last. Like, we knew, like, it's been, he's been in these streets for years. Like, he's been, like, his career kind of established, early, like, 91, 92, 93, or whatever. So was when he like kind of founded Bad Boys and made his own. He opened up his own record labels and all those things like that. But I'm just like he got cases from back then or whatever. So it's just like how much more can you shock? And he learned this behavior from somebody. But I'm just saying like yeah, he's obviously had to learn it from somebody. But damn, he shocked us with just him. And then like before this, it was like the whole R. Kelly. I mean, well, it was before him. It was the whole Bill Cosby, and then it was R. Kelly and all that stuff like that. But it's just like damn, like who what more are we going to get? Like, I mean, it's just, I mean, like, it's just like, what more is going to come? It's just like, damn, who else?
You know what?
Does somebody else have 2,000 bottles of baby oil on the wall at their house?
First of all, I'm not gonna let y'all judge that man for keeping fucking moisturized.
Ain't that much moisturizer. I got this baby oil. I've been using the same baby oil for 3 fucking years, and still got half a bottle left. And
So hold on. So what you're telling me is, if you came over to my house and you're like, oh shit, let me go put my jacket up, and I'm like, nah, don't open that door, and you opened it, and it was like 2,000 bottles of baby oil, you would judge me.
right off the back, and I would definitely be like, well, first of all, open up the wrong closet because I'm definitely not
So
my jacket up in here.
so you gonna kink shame me then is what I'm hearing. You gonna kink shame me for enjoying having my things nice and lubed up.
First of all, I'm not going to king shame you at all, but what I am going to do is educate you because oil is not supposed to be.
I'm aware.
Is you
I'm aware.
supposed to be using oil during sex? And if you been, whew, never mind. I'm going.
Actually, I'm not aware. I don't know any of this stuff. This is new to me.
I mean, mm, but no, you're not really supposed to use oil during intercourse. It,
Well, again, maybe that is my ritual where I fill my bathtub up with 300 things of baby oil and I just lay there and soak it all in. What if I'm just really dry?
ain't that much dawn in the world to get that grease off your fucking floor.
Hey,
God damn. I'm just like, no, like, and then like his lawyer was trying to explain that, and that he's baffled about that. He's like, maybe he shops at Costco. Like, okay, yes, everybody
bro,
shops at Costco, but damn, ain't
bro,
no thousand.
I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. It could have been like he could have been like, I'm a doomsday prepper. This is going to one of my private things, and you don't fucking know. The point is, why the fuck am I explaining myself and my baby oil to you? Is something illegal about having baby oil, motherfuckers? That's what I would have said, me personally.
Should have been because Johnson and Johnson been struggling these last couple of years, so they've been making all this fucking baby oil. This is where it's been. They've been struggling with milk, medical supplies, like tape, like other things. They struggled in all these areas, whatever, in the last decade or whatever. No wonder why they've been pulling all their manufacturers to fucking work on that baby oil.
I'm just saying, bro. The nigga baby oil habits isn't all that notable. That's a lot of oil. It got me asking what you're doing with all of it. But my point is, having all that baby oil ain't illegal. Y'all can't tell me nothing.
You go at all. You do what you want. I don't kink shame nobody. But damn, what
Yeah,
you do with all that oil? Like you're gonna be getting up in every fucking thing,
that's exactly what he was trying to do.
and that's exactly what he did.
Have you? I don't know why this popped into my head. Have you ever seen? Have you watched The Boys?
Yes.
Do you remember the first episode of this last season
Wait. Oh wait, no.
with the guy that could shrink?
No, I know what you're talking about. I stopped watching it because I'll tell you that later. I don't want to. I have a phobia, and it happens. I think on like episode three. I see it through episode 1 and 2, but you really see it in episode 3. So I had to like just shut it down. I was just like, nope.
Oh, so you haven't watched that show?
I've seen some of it, like the one that comes on Amazon, right?
Yeah. Okay. Well, the first episode of season 3, there's a small little guy that can shrink,
Yeah,
and he inserts himself
it's
into
I've seen that.
uh, maybe Puff Daddy. Maybe Puff Daddy saw that show and was like, I have an idea.
Oh man, but then he sneezed and that guy's shredded.
Hey, that's not. Listen, Puff Daddy's rich. You don't give a shit what happens to that dude in his penis.
Oh my goodness, my thing with so my other question would be off P Diddy or on some Diddy. If you could shrink that size, is that something that you would do?
I'm sorry. What now?
If you could shrink that size, is that something you would do?
Not with a guy, but yes,
Well, what other penis would there be?
I would do it with a woman, not a penis.
Hmm.
So listen, let me be perfectly honest with you. I'm not sure why. I have always been interested in what the inside of a vagina looks like. It feels so amazing. I want to know if it looks as amazing as it feels. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Hmm.
I've always wanted to. I would love to be like, oh shit, okay, that's why that feels so good.
But we'll keep that off.
Noted. Hey, I said what I said.
No, I mean like so I don't get restrictions.
Ooh,
um. Yeah. No. I don't. But like even like the lawyer trying to defend that shit or whatever, it just really sounds like a bunch of. I don't know. He seems like he. I think he seems. Well, first of all, there's no other harder working person in America right now than him. Because that motherfucker's being pulled left to right. But I just think he's like hearing it after he says it, and he's just like, "Damn, that don't even sound right. Like, that didn't make sense. I
I'm
can't
gonna just say,
me out here saying this shit."
regardless, as a fucking legal professional, you should know that sometimes not all things need an explanation. When you get arrested, the cops, you have a right to remain silent, right? As an attorney, hey, what's your client do with all that baby oil? Mind his fucking business. Have a good one.
All right, so we're about to get into like the rapid questions real quick. So I'm gonna do the rapid questions from last show. Excuse me. And just say like right off the back what you think. All right. What do you think he's eating in jail? If he's eating.
Penis.
I think he's in solitary confinement. I don't think he's doing that. I mean, he might.
If he's in Gen Pop, he's most likely.
No, they say they put him in suicide watch. So like usually you're not in gym pop. You're like,
Well, then if that's the case, he's eating sandwiches. It's gonna have to if you're on suicide watch, they try to give you things that you don't have to eat with forks and knives and spoons. So it's gonna be something canned, like I'm talking like they'll fuck around and give you Jimmy Dean's for 5 goddamn 6 days.
okay. Well, one, I mean, I thought he was just more so getting guard penis, but I too they
Guard penis.
placed on Suicide Watch. They placed all high profile celebrities on Suicide Watch the first like couple hours or something like that, like 72 hours or some shit like that, whatever. Like high profile that come in like that. So
I think that's kind of weird that they do that and to just the high profiles, but hey, whatever.
I mean, hey. All right, so Howard University is no longer, offering a scholarship. You think they're gonna give him back his money because he needed?
No, you gave that to us. It's done, son. We can't get any more from you, but we gonna keep what we already got.
All right. Um.
Actually, they might. They might say we don't want to be associated, so we gave them all the money that we haven't used.
Yeah, I figured that too. Um. They say he's like he got treatment or whatever, treatment and therapy, like, as soon as he got there or whatever. What do you think about that? Because I don't think that was true. I mean, I don't know. I think he,
What?
I think like seeing a therapist or something like that, like psychiatric help, allegedly.
But what are they? What? So here's the thing. What is he seeing a psychiatrist or a therapist for? At the end of the day, we don't know that his behaviors were anything. How can I say it? Well,
Time in the
uh,
hallway.
well, no. But what I'm saying is, you would have to establish a baseline for him before you can move on. At the end of the day, we don't know how long he's going to be locked up, or how long he's going to be wherever he is. They possibly have him seeing a, yeah, maybe
I mean,
yeah, I could say a therapist
what
to
he's
kind of
now allegedly is minimum of 15 years and then maximum of life. Allegedly,
what life are we talking about though?
life.
No. But I mean,
His whole life.
well,
All of
well, no, because I mean, remember, I don't know if you know this, but back in the day, I knew it was when people had 25, when they had life, it was 25 years because that was the better part of their lives, and then there was all this life without possibility of pro. Then you're like, yeah, that he's done, son.
I think that nigga gonna
Like,
be there forever. He might as well go
oh,
ahead and get used to try to open up. He might as well go ahead and make the band again. See what he can do up in there. He needs to get comfortable. He ain't gonna see that girl. That what? This baby what? 4 years old or like he had a grandbaby or something like that? Yeah, no, he ain't gonna see that baby.
yeah, but depending on where they set him, if he has enough money, he could live very comfortably from prison,
I mean, he got.
and he has enough money.
I don't know. I think he like shit. That nigga might have to run out, and them kids might have to go get real fucking jobs at Target. They won't be sitting there paying off this dude debt or whatever. What other interesting shit that we had? Hold up. What's the very controversial one? Oh, so what controversial person like Diddy? Well, okay, so yeah, like Diddy, what controversial person is very controversial to this day, but you're not going to give up on? Like, some people might say, I still ride for Ye. I'm always gonna ride for Beyonce.
So
Sad is, sad is there is somebody out here talking about they always gonna ride for Diddy.
so hear me out. Let me go ahead and say this. I wouldn't say ride for is the best word to use in my example, but um see this kind of goes back to a conversation we had about separating the artist from the art, right? Like, so I will never not watch the Cosby Show.
Oh yeah, never.
And people, and a lot of people are going to be like, oh, but he did this and he did that. But what a lot of people don't realize is when the Cosby Show was something that, sorry?
What he did for others, what he did for that time period, and all those things like that. So like, it's like, how can you kind of like give up on shit like that?
No, it's not even that for me, to be perfectly honest. Here, understand, when the Cosby Show was introduced to me, it was at a time where I literally just moved to America with my dad and my older brother. My mom was back home. All the family that I knew, I just left. I just came to a country with a family that I don't know. Now I gotta live with these people in the middle of winter. I've never seen snow before a day in my life.
Hmm.
So I'm in the house every single day for an entire summer. When the Cosby Show was introduced to me, it introduced me of what a family is supposed to be, where the in-laws can come and hang out and go out to dinner and talk, and all of these people just are so comfortable that they could just open up and be themselves. You understand? And that has been my, I guess, the picture in my mind of what a family needs to be, including like in-laws and stuff like that.
True.
And my mind has always been that way. And yeah, I don't necessarily agree with the things that he did. I don't. I'm still not gonna give up on a show that brought me comfort, and it was one of the only things that made me feel like I belong somewhere when I just got to America. And I was only like 4 or 5 when I got here.
What's crazy is funny that you bring up TV shows like that or whatever because are you familiar with the TV show Family Matters?
I am.
Yeah, so Carl is also one of our favorite all-time TV dads, black dads, and all that stuff like that. apparently he had to shut down some rumors today too. All them Diddy rumors that he was at the Diddy party and all those things like that, whatever. So it's crazy. I feel sorry for every I feel sorry for every celebrity or person that was photographed with him from like, 92 up until 2024. Because I feel like if you were photographed with this man or whatever, you're going to be on this alleged freak list, this alleged party list, this alleged thing, or all these things that are going around, or whatever. I mean, like, if the lists are real or if they're true or not, or whatever. But I feel like if you're just that innocent person that just wanted to come and take a picture with him, you're on this list. And
Well,
it's like,
what happens if one day Puff did invite you to a party, and it was just a regular party, and you go to this regular party, and you meet someone, and y'all end up hooking up, and now a picture was taken. Right now you're also going to be put into that same category. He was at one of Diddy parties, yeah, but I was at a birthday
I was at a
party for
daytime
like
party.
his cousin,
Hmm?
huh?
But I was at the daytime party. It was
Right.
I was a child's birthday party.
They're gonna be like, yeah, but you had sex with yes because we met at the party and clicked, so we decided to take it home later on. Like I don't, it's messed up that I got to be, but everyone that he knows now is now going to be scrutinized for that same thing because then you know what's gonna end up. You know what the next question is gonna be? You obviously knew what was going on. Why didn't you do anything?
Yeah, but I mean, all times, a lot of people have to sign NDAs at these parties before they go.
It's not even that a lot of, but bro, sometimes you legitimately are dense enough to not notice. There's times that you'll be around some shit and you're just in your own fucking world, so you don't notice it. You might know somebody very well. Come to find out when when the cops raid their house, they got 16 bodies in the basement, and you've been there every single day. In fact, you slept over at his house.
He and I
And I
ate
was like, bro, I don't know.
this. All right, so another rapid question. So, do you think Tupac's gonna come out of hiding? I don't know because
I don't think.
wait, yeah, go ahead. Answer your question first. I mean, answer the question. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I don't think he's in hiding, but whatever.
Well, because like for years, there's been conspiracy theories that he's over in Cuba or he's over this, he's over that. There's new music link and all this other stuff.
Let me tell you something.
Allegedly,
If if Tupac comes out of hiding, he gonna ask some questions for me.
no,
One of these questions is gonna be,
this is gonna be the biggest album drop of the fucking. He gonna turn this shit out.
I'm not buying nothing.
I don't know. I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna listen to that shit on YouTube. Like, no,
I'm a bootleg it because I ain't giving him. Listen, here's my problem if he's out there,
it too, because he came out during the era where bootlegging was the thing. Yes.
bro. Nope, I'm doing it straight off of GP. If you were around and you watched the rap game become what it is, I don't fuck. I'm pissed with you. You let this shit happen. Nah,
I think if he was to come out of hiding or whatever, this will be some shit. I will be bad. I will be gagged. I will be baffled. I will be like, yo, make this movie Carlito's Way 2 and let him be the end of it or whatever. Like, or like,
Would you though?
I would,
Would you though?
I would.
Think about this,
For 50 fucking, I mean, he been going for like, how he been going for years.
bro. But think about it though. Dave Chappelle did make that episode about Tupac's new music.
Exactly.
Look at that guy in the club. That girl got some shit on her back. It could be doo doo.
But I'm just like, yo, like, those are things that I am like curious about. If this dude pop up or whatever, like, everybody's like, so, like allegedly Jamie Foxx is gearing up to tell his story, and allegedly it was something to do with Diddy or something like that. Allegedly, we'll see. But he's been telling his story, and it's just like, I guess, like, since they got you, whatever, everybody's like getting their shit straight or whatever. One story that has been going around, which is this alleged Kim Porter book. I mean, like, now the kids are getting involved and like stop putting dirt on my mom's name and all this shit like that, whatever. Which I do think is kind of fucked up, whatever. But there was like word going around. I mean, it could be just people talking as well too. But there was word on the street that she was writing a book or a tell-all book before she passed away. So I'm just like, is this? And then like, who had the audacity to like upload this shit to Amazon? Because apparently it's fake, allegedly, and like just put all these stories that they heard together or whatever. Like, I mean, I guess I would understand if it was like Jaguar Wright or something like that, but damn. And did
I
you?
mean, but
Hmm.
but we don't know that she may not have written a book. And here, what I mean is, hold on, just hear me out. What I mean is, there's a good. No, I can't. I wouldn't even say a good. I gotta word this correctly. there is a chance, regardless of how improbable it might be, there is a chance that she may have written something and said, you know what? I don't want to do this. I changed my mind and decided to not move forward. And then somebody could have said, yeah, she's gone now. I'm going to use this shit anyway.
Damn. I mean, I don't know. There was like this whole. I'm not sure if you saw the thing that I sent you on the TikTok that I sent you in the group, but it was like this one girl just reading off these books, whatever, like reading the book off Amazon. It was just like, damn. Like allegedly, he had things set up to like, her ex baby daddy and all this stuff like that, whatever. And then like, hey, let's all three of us hook up. Let's see who can do it better.
See, this
Rock allegedly or whatever. And
this is just this is a physical version of what clickbait is. They seen blood in the water, they drop the information, whether it's credible or not. You understand? And they can get the money. Now at the end of the day, if this book comes out, everyone is gonna go buy it because people love fucking gossip. And even if the shit in there were wrong, keep in mind, even if they were wrong, and he like, I'm gonna sue. The simple defense is I didn't know that this was incorrect. I found this somewhere. You can't prove to me that whoever I said wrote this didn't write this. At this point, she's not here to defend herself, defend her words, defend anything.
true.
You understand? She could have written nothing in that book. She could have written the entire thing. But whoever provided it and is getting the revenue from that book dropping out, they're pretty much releasing liability. Hey, she gave me a book, told me the thing, so this is what I did. I didn't read it. I didn't know what was in it.
I thought it would be more so left like to her kids or something like that because I know she let them grow, so I thought it would be more.
But that's what I'm.
Or they
But that's what I'm saying.
do it.
But that's what I'm saying. She may have decided I don't want to do this because it's going to bring too much drama. She may have not written it. Somebody would have been like, you know what, I have an idea, and just posted it. That person still doesn't have to answer to anything because it's like, listen, this is what I got. At the end of the day, the story could be whatever it is, unless you can absolutely prove that I'm full of shit. The sky could be fucking neon yellow.
Not neon yellow. All right, so what is?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What was it? Gonorrhea yellow?
It was yellow discharge.
Yellow discharge. That's it. The sky is yellow discharge. Thank you.
It's on the side of my screen right now. That's why I just glanced over. I was like, it was yellow discharge. All right, so another. What does this mean for the '90s? Like, what does this mean for the '90s? Like, is our fucking childhood gone? Like, is everything questionable right now? Because it's not just the music. It's TV, it's movies, it's everything about the '90s. They're throwing the fucking the Backstreet Boys and the NSYNC boys in this now. They're throwing every fucking body. Leonardo DiCaprio. All this is allegedly. They're throwing all these people underneath the bus now, whatever. Like they're fleeing the country or whatever. They talking what you call it ain't been back since forever. He been in Bali. He ain't coming back to the U.S. Yeah, him. Russell Simmons. I was just like, damn.
Listen, listen. We all know that the 90s were a wild time.
It was, but it was also the great time. This is
Obviously, we didn't realize how wild it was.
true.
But
The 60s was the same way.
right, and that's exactly what I was going to say. But when you really think about it, every generation has had a big situation where they're like, wow, this shit really fucking happened. I can't believe this happened. Because I remember coming up hearing shit about Hollywood back in the days, and it was always some wild shit. Look, we had a president that got a blowy, bro.
That
At the end of the day, like,
true.
there's always going to be something. I'm not sitting down saying, yeah, man. But I do understand where you're coming from because now at this point, you're just sitting here kind of like, well, Brad, damn, was all of my fucking happy memories just fucking lies? Like, the fuck was everything made of fucking bullshit and roofies?
They were all on drugs and high. And, there
At this
are some good ones. There are some really, really good ones or whatever. But I'm just like, damn. Like they were all high, and I'm just like, damn. The fuck does this mean for the '90s?
but apparently, our time that we grew up was fucked up, and we're gonna we I guess we still got some stories to share with the world in a couple years.
So they say the '90s. If you grew up in the '90s or whatever, that was a good time because if you're at the part where if you grew up between like was born between like 1982 and like 19 or 1992, it was a good time for you because you grew up with the because we're the millennials, right? We're
Probably. Sure.
yeah, we're considered millennials or whatever. So we know the generation before us where we know, oh, you got to go out there and work hard or whatever. If you got to do two jobs or whatever, you got to do what you got to do to make this money or whatever. Got to make ends meet. Dad's been out there working all day or whatever. Mom's got this job too or whatever. But then you got our generation where, we know about retirement. We know how hard, like, we know how to go out and hustle when it's time, whatever. But then the generation under us or whatever is more of the generation that says, like, they don't want to do all that work. Like we want to work less hours and we want to make more money or whatever. No, we ain't working ourselves. We not doing a full 40. We just going to do the full 32. And that's
Okay, hold on. Here's the thing. I agree with them.
with who? The ones before us or after us?
Ones after us, I agree with them.
I mean, true too.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. And
We're old enough to know better because, like,
right.
we ride the fence.
Listen, here's the thing. And let's put this in real
We're
perspective.
pre-internet.
The- See, we have the very, very unique opportunity to have grown up and seen the invention and the evolution of certain things, right?
Because
So we
they don't know, and the youngest, they don't know what they don't know.
right, we saw people not went from not having internet to people having internet in their pockets. We went from having a phone that hung on the wall and you had to stand by the phone because you had a short cord to now walking around with a $30 billion supercomputer that can connect you to everyone in the world
Everything.
in your pocket. We saw the evolution of animation, TV, movies. We saw all of these things. And we have yet to see things that we thought were coming, like flying cars and the Jetsons fucking panel houses thing, the houses on the poles. Like we thought that we were eventually gonna see, and not it was that fucking movie with what's that dude name? Dude that played Blade, man. Wesley Snipes
Yeah.
and Sylvester Stallone. You know what I'm talking about? That movie when he was frozen?
Oh yeah, not recall. Is it recall? No.
No.
Is that one
Well,
recall? Total recall, but recall.
even still, we thought we were eventually going to see some of the shit from Total Recall, and we ain't seen none of that yet. You understand?
Now, that's gonna be on my mind because they thought
Right.
out. But that's gonna. But oh my god! All right, I'm gonna.
Um,
All right, wait. One more question, then we gotta go.
Hold on. Let me just finish real quick. Real quick. And the reason I agree with the generation that's coming after us is because fucking the cost of living is getting higher, and this is one of the only places where you are working literally yourself to death just to pay to be alive. Like we don't need 40-hour work weeks, but they want to have it. It's not absolutely necessary.
Wait, and whose idea was it that we get paid every other fucking week?
Bro, none of it makes sense. You got milk is like $12 for a gallon, and back when we came up, I remember it being 150. We were like, God damn, bro, 150 for milk.
Hell yeah!
But yet your pay is still only $9.50 an hour. Like out here in Georgia, you are only required to pay a service worker $2.16, bro. How the fuck do you pay somebody that?
Damn. And they're expected to live off tips or whatever. That's kind of fucked up.
Right.
Georgia, y'all need to get that shit together.
So my point is, I agree with them, bro.
But you,
I agree with them. I'm not working 40 hours, and you need to pay me well, or I'm gonna give you shit work. Most of them give you shit work anyway, but still.
yeah, nah, fuck that. All right. So, what do you think about Janet Jackson versus the vice president? In the comment that she made this week, that allegedly Janet said that Kamala ain't black. She was like, Kamala ain't black. Her mama white. I was just like, damn, not quiet, Janet. Like, wait, ain't that your baby? Wait, no.
Me?
Yeah, no, you don't like. I was like, wait, nah.
I don't. I mean, Janet's Janet. I don't. It don't make me a difference. If you said Aaliyah now, I would have been like, oh, whoa.
I knew it was somebody that just sing and dance. I was just like, wait, I
don't care.
Somebody. But
I don't care what she would have said. I stand 10 toes down for Aaliyah. I don't care. I don't care what it was. I was there for her. I was standing right beside her. Even if she was dead wrong, that's fine. We'd be dead wrong together. But I'm gonna be real with you. I really look. I'm gonna be honest. Like so coming from the West Indies, I had to overcorrect when I learned how to speak. People were making fun of my vernacular. Like this shit was bad. Like I used to get in fights all the time because I spoke different. And then when I overcorrected, I would have people telling me, "Oh, you don't talk black. You don't sound like no nigga. You know, you don't sound like you like you don't sound like you from the hood." And I'm like, "Well, I gotta. Why do I need to sound like that all the time? Like I'm at work with other people. It's unnecessary." And I just find it kind of weird when one black person will say to another black person, "You're not black." Now I understand it sometimes. I'm not saying I don't get it sometimes, but I will say the shit don't. I don't know, man. This shit just don't fly with me. Like, again, I understand why, because sometimes you meet people and you be like, yeah, yeah, you sure you're, I mean, you sure you're one of us for real? For real? Like, let's be real. But
How do you see?
that like I said, that just kind of for me specifically, being somebody who was always told, you don't sound black, you don't talk black, you sure that dude is black. It's like it's unnecessary. But again, I do sometimes understand why you would say that to somebody.
Hmm. Well, that's our show. All right, go ahead, Dax. Go ahead and shout out your platforms.
You could find me on Complicated Discord and Taste of Elegance right now. Working on a few more things, but soon I'm gonna have something new for y'all.
All right, all right, all right. I know y'all can definitely catch me here at Geek'd with Trey, and we're gonna do what it do. Till next time, we love you, TikTok.